All right. What is a claim?
An imposition, declaration, or demand based either upon belief or knowledge. So it's essentially a proposal. It's something that is saying, I am, right now, when I'm saying this, I'm making a claim. I'm saying that something is this. Now, if it actually is that, that is dependent on, is it a belief? Is it knowledge? Just how much knowledge is backing it to where it's no longer a belief and it's solid knowledge. So just because an action can be committed does not make it right. Another word for correct. A claim over property that belongs to you is just correct and right. A claim over property that belongs to someone else is unjust, incorrect, wrong. Again, I say this many times, but I can't breathe for you. So if I claim to breathe for you, it's not a correct claim. It may be based on belief, but that belief is not based on knowledge because, well, it's just a declaration. I'm just saying something. But just because I say it does not mean it's actually true. So, what do you think, Aaron?
So that essentially means that any claim on the property of that belongs to someone else rightfully is unjust or untrue. So by me making claim that, you have the obligation to give me a percent of the fruits of your labor, it's incorrect and not based in truth. Therefore, you have no duty or obligation or responsibility to fulfill my incorrect claim. Uh, and there's a quote by Larkin Rose. It says, "Whether the issue is math, morality, or anything else, there is a huge difference between trying to determine what is true and trying to dictate what is true. The former is useful, the latter is insane."
So we're not trying to tell people how to live their lives or say, I claim this of you, of something that only you can be responsible for, of only something you own. I'm saying I'm making a claim where it is justified. I'm making a claim that is justified. If my words are true, then my claim is justified. It's truthful. It's just truth. You may not even call it a claim anymore. You might just say it's truth because a claim, is kind of could be either belief or knowledge. It could be truth or false. Once you break down that claim and say, well, is what this person is saying truthful? Then it really tells us more about it, more about the claim. So if I am making a claim upon someone and saying, well, that is it because I said so, just because I said so, that is it. What I say is the law, I am the law. That does not make it truthful. It's just a claim, right? And it's not backed on knowledge, it's backed on belief, the belief that they can control you, that they own you, and you might even believe that yourself. But if you have knowledge to say, well, that claim is just a claim, it's not actually truth, it's just a belief, then you realize that you're claiming something, you're claiming to know the truth against their claim, which you see as not the truth. So it's a battle against the claims when we speak to each other or have debates or arguments, etc., of who is truthful and who is not. The difference is, are we trying to find what is truthful or are we trying to be the truth and dictate what is the truth to other people? Are we not just making a claim on the truth, but a claim on individuals of the truth, like people themselves? you know, the truth itself, saying, I'm the source of truth.
Something to mention about claims is that the more fanciful or very well spoken that a claim is, the more legitimate it could be. We see all of this with the ritualistic paperwork and signatures and rituals of all of these claims in the culture that we live in, and we tend to assume or believe that these claims are true just because they're written on these, you know, elegant pieces of paper, and they're notarized and they're stamped and they're approved, and all of these things. But it's no more of a belief than something just imaginary inside your head. What is true is actually in reality, and that, rights don't need to be given, they are already possessed.
Because you're created with rights. It's a
Yes.
birthright. It's not something that is granted or provoked, as we mentioned before. And so I think this just gives more of the reason for people to think for themselves and to question everything that is said to them.